Show me your head. Show me your foot.
What's the problem?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
A DEA task force is executing a narcotic search warrant at a location, and the end result is 2 officers shot and 1 suspect DOA. There's at least 3 police departments involved and the DEA themselves. It doesn't state specifically if a DEA agent is on scene, but I would assume there's at least probably one. In my experience, task force don't perform tactically that well, and that's because they don't train together often. It's hard enough to get one agency to train often, let alone 4 different agencies together on the same day, because training often is how you develop high skills and competency in those skills. There's 2 things in this video that I want to see if you catch that aren't rather obvious. So after this video plays, I'll talk about the tactical portion.
Police with a search warrant. Police with a search warrant. Come to the door. Police with a search warrant. Come to the door. Police.
Come out!
Police department. Come to the door. Okay. Hey. Come out.
Come out!
Here you go. Put this on here.
My baby.
All right, come.
Who else is here?
Get her.
Go, come on out!
Come out.
I saw you tucked in the room. Get out here!
Come out. Come out.
My baby.
Okay, you're okay. Show me your head. Show me your foot.
What's the problem?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Come here. You're okay.
Police with a search warrant. Police with a search warrant. Come to the door.
Come to the door.
Police with a search warrant. Come to the door. Police.
Come out!
Police department. Come to the door. Okay. Hey.
Come out!
Come out.
Come out!
Here
Get
you go. Put this on here.
My baby.
All right,
Who else is here?
Aaron,
Go.
come on out.
Come out.
Hands
Come
up.
out! I saw you tucked in the room. Get out here!
Come out.
Get out here!
Come
Get
out.
out here!
My
Okay,
baby.
you're
Get out
okay.
here! Go!
My baby.
Show me your head. Show me your foot.
What's the problem?
Shots fired!
It's okay. You're okay.
This is my granddaughter.
Stay here. Aaron. Rob, was that you?
Rob's out.
Was that blue shooting?
Come out! I saw you tucked in the room. Get out here!
Come out.
Get out here! Out here!
Baby.
Get out here! Go!
My baby.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Come here.
Rob, you good?
Come here. Get out.
Rob, you good?
Hold on, back up.
Rapper! Rapper! Rapper, where?
Stage an ambulance. Right in the center of the room, up against the front wall.
So he's to the right.
He's to the, yeah, to the left.
So Marty, is it this door? No, to the left.
Right here. It's a quick button. Look, it's right around here. It's right around this wall.
Okay.
It's right around this wall.
Room over to the right. We got blood on the floor to the right. Target shot from the right side of the
Marty, are you in the bathroom?
I'm in the front. At the front door, right here.
You're right.
This wall was not up. Just know that.
See you, Joe.
Right there.
That's the room right there, yeah? Marty, get out of here when you can.
Get me out and hit. No, to the left.
Right here.
It's the front room.
It's right around here. It's right around this wall.
Yeah.
It's right around this wall.
Room opens to the right. We got blood on the floor to the right. Target shot from the right side of the room.
Marty, are you in the bathroom?
I'm in the front, at the front door, right here.
This wall was not up.
You right there? That's the room right there, yep.
Marty, get out of here when you can. Police with a search warrant! Police with a search warrant! Come to the door! Police with a search warrant! Come to the door! Police! Police!
Come out.
Police!
The first thing that caught my attention was this officer was knocking on the door with his right hand, unlocking the door, opening the door, pushing the door open, and then drawing his firearm. If we're going to be the one working the door, then we probably need to have somebody else up on the gun, and we definitely don't want to have the door open and then be drawing our firearm. That doesn't put us in the best position possible, and it puts us farther away from marksmanship. On a different view of this door, I'll explain a better way to work the door.
Police department! Come to the door. Okay. Hey! Hey! Come out.
Come out. Come out.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Put the sign.
As the officer pushes further into the structure, he's opening himself up to more angles that he can't reasonably cover, and he is not throwing light into this kitchen area, and he's exposing himself, and he doesn't know what's there, so that is not ideal.
Here.
My baby.
All right, come.
Who else is here?
Get her. Get her.
Go. Come on out.
Come out. Come out.
I do like what this officer did here. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, which is create some space and create an angle so he can see other angles that this officer may not be covering.
I saw you tuck in the room. Get out here.
Come out.
Again, here the officer pushes further into the structure, opening himself up to more angles that he is not covering, and he's not throwing light to the right, and he's not pointing his gun in that direction. Therefore, he's just not covering it, and it's not being covered.
Come out. Come out. Okay.
As the officer pushes the female out of the way and moves her through the living room, because he continued to push forward, he has now cut off the angle of that officer who was looking at this person and said, hey, I see someone, or hey, he's going into the room. If that's what you see in here, it's probably a good idea to let that person cover down on that angle from farther away, kind of let the situation develop.
Okay. Show me your head. Show me your foot.
Instead, this officer continues to push forward. Now he's actually by himself. Again, he's exposing himself to more angles, which we'll get a better view of here in a second. And if we're serving a narcotic search warrant, more than likely, everybody in the house is going to have a weapon pointed at them. And especially in a situation where we're perceiving that someone might be a suspect, we cannot be talking to these people with our gun in the stool position. Again, we are farther away from marksmanship, and we're creating a tactical disadvantage. There's just no way that you're going to be able to get rounds on this person, identify that he has a firearm before he's able to shoot at you, and that's exactly what happens here. So the suspect has a gun in his right hand. He shoots the officer in the calf before the officer is ever even pointing his gun at this person. Here's a better angle of the officer working the door and knocking on the door. The officer to the right, it looks like his hand's on the rail. It would be beneficial if he had a long gun or even his handgun, and he was actually looking into that deep angle as the door is coming open, but he's not doing that. However, a better, safer way to work the door, if we have a shield, is to move up to the door, rest the door physically, or rest the shield physically on the door itself, and then this officer can work the doorknob. He can knock, he can announce, he can work the lock, he can work the doorknob, and he can open the door. And then he just has to get out of the way and let the shield guy be the number one person. What we should be doing is trying to mitigate gunfire coming through the door. The only way that we can do that is by creating some space from the door as we're working it, which isn't an option here because the environment is dictating that. However, another option is to utilize the shield.
Police with a search warrant. Police with a search warrant. Come to the door.
Come to the door.
Police with a search warrant. Come to the door. Police.
So right here, we're drawing our firearm, and you could just assume gunfire is coming through the door. The officer to the right probably doesn't have his gun out, or maybe it's down to this side. I'm not sure. And we're just not prepared for an engagement as soon as the door comes open.
Come out.
Police department. Come to the door. Okay. Hey.
Come out.
Come out.
Come out. Come out.
Here you go. Put the sign here.
My baby.
All right,
Who else is here?
Here,
No,
come on out.
Come out.
Hands
Come
up.
out. I saw you tuck in the room. Get out here.
Come out.
Get out here.
Come out.
Get out here.
Right here, it's kind of hard to tell. This officer has his back to the kitchen. He may have looked that direction. Maybe we just give him that. But this is why angles need to be covered as soon as practical, because that's kind of the whole objective of CQB. We should be identifying and mitigating threat areas as quickly as possible and without delay. The longer the delay, the more opportunity there is for someone to get hurt.
My baby.
Okay, you're
Get out
okay.
here, go.
My baby.
Show me your hit. Show me your hit. Show me your hit.
Now, this officer here, when he hears the gunfire, he kind of runs up to the stairs and then he runs to the top of the stairs. And I know why he did this, and I don't think it's necessarily wrong, is, he's kind of checking the immediate area to make sure where he is safe. And I get that. Another option, if you hear gunfire behind you, would be to kind of just snap back and turn around and deal with that. The chance that there's two shooters or an unknown problem when you know there's a problem behind you is not likely. And where that becomes problematic is, imagine that first officer getting shot in the face and going down right there. And now the suspect is literally just standing there and he has your back. So it's just something to think about.
It's okay.
Now, I know this seems kind of odd, but what this is here is a separate apartment. So we have a downstairs and an upstairs. The people that are upstairs are not associated with the warrant or the people downstairs.
You're okay?
This is my granddaughter.
Stay here. Aaron.
Okay, so here we see this officer in the bathroom running out. And this is the first thing that I was wondering if you would be able to catch yourself. And that is, as this officer is running away, I'll play it again for you here in a second, but listen to what the officers say. So I may have bleeped it out, I'm not sure, but they said OF, right? So a couple different scenarios. That could have been the officer running away from the bathroom towards those officers and the suspect shooting at him and him saying OF. It could have been the officers who were facing the officer who was running at them and them shooting at him and them realizing they messed up and saying OF. So those are kind of the two different scenarios. And I'm going to tell you why I believe here in a second that it is likely the officers shooting at their own officer.
Rob, was that you?
Rob's out.
Was that blue shooting?
So right there, that officer was asking, was that blue shooting? And it just so happens that the body cam video jumps forward 45 minutes or 35 minutes. So he asked, is that blue? Which means, is that blue on blue? Was that us shooting? And we don't hear a response, which is kind of odd. Again, another factor is that the officer inside the bathroom who ran out, there is body cam of that he was wearing, but there isn't body cam showing that was released of showing him running out of the bathroom. There is body cam of the officers in the living room, but there wasn't body cam released of the officers facing the officer running from the bathroom. So for whatever reason, those clips of the video were not released. And third, and probably, another indicator that those officers shot at their own officer is that in the Attorney General's statement, it lists all the actions of all the shootings when people were shot or shot at or injured, but it does not mention the officer running from the bathroom and saying that the suspect shot at that officer when he was running from the bathroom. All of those factors lead me to believe that potentially that was a blue on blue incident.
Come out! Come out! I saw you talking in the room. Get out here!
Come out.
Get out here! Get out here!
My
Out here!
baby.
Get out here! Go!
My baby.
So everybody wants to do the CQB thing, but as soon as we realize that there's a bad guy with the gun and we know what his intent is, we just want to get out of there. So if we feel like CQB is the answer to all of our problems, then wouldn't we kind of continue doing CQB if we thought it was the best solution? But that's not what we do.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Come here. Come here.
Rob, you good?
Come here. Come here. Get out.
Rob, you good?
Hold on. Back up.
So this is who is listed as the New Haven SRT, which I can assume is their SWAT team.
So he's to the right. He's to the, yeah, he's to the left.
So Marty, is it this door?
No, to the left.
Right here.
It's a quick button. Look, it's right around here. It's right around this wall.
Okay.
It's right around this wall.
Room over to the right. We got blood on the floor to the right.
It's safe.
Shot from the right side of the
Marty, are you in the bathroom?
front.
At the front door, right here. This wall was not up. Just know that.
See you, Joe.
Right there? That's the room right there, yeah?
Marty, get out of here when you can.
So this SWAT officer was shot in the thigh. And for the people who are anti-shield and don't think a shield works, or this is a great example of not utilizing a shield, I guess it's better than getting shot in the face.
No, to the left.
Right here.
It's the front room.
It's right around here. It's right around this wall.
Yeah.
It's right around this wall.
Room opens to the right. We got blood on the floor to the right. Target shot from the right side of the room.
Marty, are you in the bathroom?
I'm in the front, at the front door, right here.
This wall was not up.
Right there? That's the room right there, yep.
Marty, get out of here when you can.
Oh!
Now, this is the second thing that I wanted to see if you would catch. And it appears, I can only assume, that this officer standing here holding this angle saw the suspect with the firearm and saw that he was about to engage, because right before he shoots the SWAT officer, this officer says, you know, whoa, 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 and then he kind of turns. So I'll leave that up to you guys in the comment section to speculate on what you think he actually saw and why he did that. But those are the two things that I wanted to point out that weren't so obvious in the video itself. Was that a blue on blue incident? All the things I described seem like to indicate so. And did this officer see the suspect with a firearm about to engage and didn't do what he could have done to potentially stop the SWAT officer from being shot?